Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the KMN 1971, back with my first haul of the new year. Congratulations to all that survived the apocalypse. For those of you that have stuck around in the community, thanks. The more the merrier. So, this will be my first haul in what I call my odds and ends era of collecting. I kind of touched upon the subject a little bit in my last video for 2019. Basically, a lot of my major first appearances that were attainable, I've ended up getting into my collection, and a lot of my classic runs that I've always wanted, my favorite runs, I have ended up completing. So basically, this will be my first year that I don't have like a big splashy book on my want list that I'm actively hunting down. Basically, it's just all like minor first appearances, minor back issues, and a lot of solid Silver Age that I'll be hunting down this year. So I've also cut down my pull list down to maybe like 10 books, just the essentials. And yeah, that's how I'm moving along. Anyway, to start off the year. So without any further ado, let's jump right on into it. Conan the Barbarian, number 12, title that I obviously enjoy if it's still on my list. This ended Jason Aaron's 12-issue run. Hopefully it continues this level of quality moving forward. And really enjoyed the finale. It was probably my favorite issue of this series since the first issue. Immortal Hulk, number 29. And number 30. This, along with X-Men, are my two favorite Marvel titles, and two of my favorite titles overall. Justice League, number 39. Yeah. I'm kind of glad that this arc is over. I'll probably be dropping this title effective immediately, and kind of a letdown from Scott Snyder, unfortunately. Now, will I be there for the Encore series? Of course. I mean, it's Snyder and Capullo, but I just thought this overall run definitely had some great moments in it, but it was just disjointed in my opinion. Another book that's on the edge, Superman number 19. If it wasn't for Ivan Reis's art, this title would have been canceled already. But I'm kind of curious to see where Bendis is going to take this now. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm trying to hang on to at least issue 25, but once again, Bendis just writes characters that are like totally out of character. There was a scene in here where one of the Dominators, the aliens, actually tells Superman, "You do you." That is just, I know it's tongue in cheek and it's a comic book, but it's just kind of jarring. Batman number 86, Tinian's first issue. So far, so good. Even though my one pet peeve, I was raised as a comic book fan from the 70s and 80s kid. So, Deathstroke used to take on the entire New Teen Titans. He fought the JLA to a standstill on a couple of occasions also. And I just hate it when Batman faces off with him and then they don't even show the confrontation and Deathstroke has been taken out somehow just by Batman. So I'm the biggest Batman mock that there is out there pretty much, but that just seems like lazy writing. Other than that, a great start to a new run. And cover of the haul right there. That's just awesome. Batman number 87. And after this month, I don't know. Batman might be my only ongoing DC title that I have on my pull list. We'll see. And my one cover grab, Catwoman number 15. Michelle Pfeiffer. All I can say, Michelle Pfeiffer. Whoa. All right, let's dig into some of the back issues. So, even though I'm in my odds and ends era of collecting, there is still a lot of stuff out there that I want, luckily. So, I couldn't think of a better back issue to kick off 2020 with than Dark Horse Presents number 100. Features a classic Mike Mignola Hellboy story, and something I did not know. I don't know if you can see that, but yes, this is a Hellboy cover drawn by the late, great Bernie Wrightson. That's worth the price of admission right there. All of these books, up until I get to the keys, are probably $2 to $5 range. Another cheap spec. Sword number 1. I have Astonishing X-Men number 3 and number 8. So I figured why not. As far as sword spec goes, I haven't seen anyone really showing this book off. I have no idea what it goes for. I couldn't even find anything on eBay. But I figured why the heck not for a couple of bucks. Cheap first appearance, Marvel Boy number 1. Always wanted to check that out when it first came out. Sold out really quick. Definitely interested in giving it a good read. Morrison and J.G. Jones. How could it be bad? Last issue, Batman Adventures number 36. I like how they have all the covers of the series in the background. X Factor number 92, first appearance of Exodus. And I'm fighting every fiber in my being for not saying Movement of the People after his name. Black Knight number 1, hot book from a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if it still is. I picked it up for, I don't know, between $3 and $5. Same store. Marvel Fanfare number 12, first cover appearance of the Iron Maiden. Let's move a couple of these out of the way. It wouldn't be a KMN 1971 haul proper without a little Bronze Age. So this is one of those Bronze Age series, well, originally a Silver Age series, that I always collect when I can find them at a decent price. So Captain Marvel number 55 and number 60. Conan the Barbarian movie special number 2. Love my movie adaptations, and now this completes my Conan the Barbarian the movie adaptation in comic book form. I already owned the Marvel Super Special Edition, so really cool. Only $1.50. Giant size Conan the Barbarian number 2 and number 3, which will now give me all of the Conan giant sizes from the Bronze Age, which I'm pretty happy about. Those are hard to come by. And while I was there, I keep on picking this book up, Conan the Barbarian number 37. Cover and interiors done by the great Neil Adams. And a random pickup, I didn't even know this book existed, The Rampaging Hulk number 5, which features a Bronze Age throwdown between the Hulk and Submariner. Really cool. My second copy of Marvel Point 1. Variant edition. This is the first appearance of, what's his name? Sean Alexander, I believe. Second Nova, Teenage Nova. Proving these videos, once again, are not for kids. Cheval Noir, number 1. Dave Stevens goodness. Never turn away a Dave Stevens cover when it crosses my path. And, yeah, wow. Picked this one up online also the same time I picked that one up. Those were part of a gift card that was given to me, so actually I didn't pay any money out of pocket for those. But Cheval Noir number 7, a little bit more of a sought after book, I guess. And I just figured why not pick it up, because how am I ever going to run into that in the wild? And wouldn't you know, a week later for $3, I ended up finding another copy of Cheval Noir number 7. So couldn't leave it there just for, $3. That'll definitely go into the sell pile. Little Silver Age goodness. Daredevil number 24. Daredevil versus Kazar. Come on, how could you resist that? And check out this sweet yellow cover from the Silver Age. Daredevil number 27, guest starring Spider-Man. Groovy. Getting close to the end now. Kind of like Conan the Barbarian last year. I was picking up some odds and ends, some minor keys that were on my list, and that's what I'm going to be doing with Star Wars this year. I've still got that Star Wars bug, and apparently a lot of other people do, which is pretty amazing, seeing allegedly The Rise of Skywalker was like the worst thing ever, right? That's what usually happens when a movie flops. It generates a lot of interest. So anyway, Star Wars Tales number 7. I am a Boba Fett fan. Obviously, you can't be a kid from the 70s and 80s and not be. And Star Wars Tales number 18. When I was going through all the things that I enjoyed last year in my year-end wrap-up, I forgot to mention The Mandalorian, of course, which, God, I mean, if you were a Star Wars fan, how good was December last year? You had The Mandalorian, you had the Rise of Skywalker, just good stuff all around. I think the Star Wars franchise is definitely in a good place. even though the Ben Kenobi series has been postponed, unfortunately. But I'd rather them do it right and put out an entertaining series than just shove something out there. So, which I think Disney was coming dangerously close to doing up until the Solo movie came out. So, one more Star Wars book, Star Wars #4. This is the 1 in 100 Alex Ross black and white sketch variant. Woof, that was a mouthful. Wow, beautiful stuff. Didn't know that this existed. I was just happened to be checking out Star Wars variants online, and I came across this. Paid like $25 for it, which is not the greatest price. You can get it between, I don't know, 15 and 30. Black Panther #2, the first appearance of Shuri, another character that I think is going to have a lot of legs in the Marvel Cinematic Universe moving forward. And finally, also part of that gift card, because I just did not want to spend the money for this book, the Sentry #1, the first appearance of the Sentry, near mint condition, really tough black cover. Happy to have it in the collection. So that's all I have for this year. My hauls will be smaller. I'll probably keep it around like maybe 25 back issues, maybe around like 10 or so current issues moving forward. So a quicker haul, more compact haul, still some good stuff, hopefully. So thank you all for watching, liking, and subscribing. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. As a Patriots fan, it's a little less eventful as usual, but I'm still looking forward to the game. Can't wait to see San Fran go against Kansas City. Obviously, I'm rooting for Jimmy G, ex-Patriot. So if you can't win vicariously. So once again, thank you all for watching, liking, and subscribing. I will be back at the end of this month with another comic book haul. Until next time, take it easy. See ya.